Hi everyone, and welcome to the channel. How's everyone doing today? I hope everyone is having a pretty good day. I know I am. So, sometimes all you need is a little bit of courage. And I don't think that that is an unreasonable ask for anyone for what matters, right? How many times have we stopped ourselves from doing certain things in our lives because we just didn't push ourselves just enough that we could actually try to do something new, something different, or whatever it was that we felt compelled to do. And what happens is, most of the time, the reason why we don't do these things is, obviously fear is always the biggest one, but there's other things involved, like doubt, anxiety, um, lack of self trust, confidence, self value, all of these things that it's a main topic all the time here, no matter what I'm talking about, right? If you guys have been following me for a while, you know I talk about these things all the time. And the reason why I talk about them all the time and why I keep talking about them is because these things matter a lot and they make a huge difference and impact on your life as to how things will happen for you in the long run. So when you choose to believe yourself, trust yourself, love yourself, respect yourself, all these things that most people don't usually do it on the regular, constantly, things will change. You will see the difference. And like I said, don't take my word for it. Apply these things. Make them an integral part of your daily routines. Whatever you're doing throughout the day in, day out. Apply these things to your life and see how it changes everything. So, and then sometimes, like I was saying, all that you needed was just a little bit of courage. Ignore, ignore all those voices in your mind telling you that you won't be able to do this, that whatever they're telling you, you're not good enough. It's not gonna work. Don't even try. Because they will come. They will tell you. They will be yapping on your mind all of this nonsense stuff because we've been heavily, um, how do you say, we've been heavily convinced by so many external sources about all these things, and that's why we repeat this nonsense to ourselves, because it gets to a point that once you hear that so many times over and over repeatedly, you end up believing, right? I don't remember who. There's some quote, I don't quite remember the quote exactly verbatim, but where it said that, you know tell a lie enough times repeatedly, and people will believe it. And then there's another one that is about, it's easier to believe in a lie than the truth of things as they are, or whatever it is. Like, it's somewhere along those lines, so you get the message. It's just how we're wired. Well, it's not the natural way that we're wired, but it's the way we have been rewired by all these external factors that I've talked about so many times, which includes education, upbringing, social structures, the whole thing, social circles, people you interact with on a daily basis. And then what happens is, even if you think or you feel that that's not quite like it is for you, because you still want to be a part of a group of people or whatever, there's all these things, the wanted to be accepted, liked, seen, validated. The list is long, because this is what we do. How many times throughout our lives we go up against our better judgment? And it happens all the time. We didn't listen to ourselves because something inside us knew. And then after you deal with the outcome of whatever it is that happened, that before the thing even happened, you were telling yourself, I don't know about this. This is then later on, the funny thing is, it's almost like that voice comes back and it's gonna tell you, I told you so. Right? It's like it works like that. Now, don't get me wrong, a lot of times these voices will be your ego, rubbing it in, because that's what the monkey mind does, right? It likes to butt heads with you and keep telling you that they're the ones who are in control. So a lot of this stuff happens, and then there's going to be that negative aspect of yourself that's going to show up and you know try to make you feel smaller and be like, yeah, you knew it, why did you even try? But no, that's not it. You have to have the courage sometimes, and most importantly of all, the discernment to know when to do certain things. But the most important part is you have to have your best interest in mind, always at all times. That's how you're going to avoid a lot of issues, hardships, um, and all kinds of problems from ever happening to begin with. Because once you change your stance on a lot of these things and you understand how to live your life in a much smarter way, by being present, being aware, doing all these little things here and there, knowing your value, believing in yourself, and having just a little bit of courage, just enough, to have the boldness that sometimes is needed to take risks in life and just try different things, try new things, and see what happens. Because you will never know the results if you never tried it, right? Might as well give it a shot. And if it doesn't work, you tried, you gave it your best. But don't give up before you even start, before you even try it, because that's you're just hurting yourself in the process by doing that, right? If you want to experience different things and not have a dull, boring life like everybody else, because a lot of people like that somehow, and I'm not judging you. If you like a boring life, more power to you. But life shouldn't be boring. Life should be exciting. Life should be exhilarating. It should keep you on your toes. It should keep you in check in a good way, though. Always look at the positive side of things. Forget about the negative, because those things are going to happen anyway, no matter how good your life is, because nobody has a perfect life. People are mistaken when they think these things. They see someone driving, expensive cars, living in big, nice houses, and they think that those people have perfect lives when that is far from the truth. You don't know. You don't know what's going on with those people in their lives. And I don't know either, but I can assure you there's no such thing as a perfect life, because there's always going to be things happening all the time. So, having material things, which seems to be the standard that everybody kind of lives by these days, because it's very illusionary in that sense. Because, like I said before, you don't carry any of that stuff over once you live this physical aspect of life. None of that stuff's gonna matter. So these things, they are very misleading in that sense. That's not to say that it isn't good to have them, right? Yeah, by all means, it's good to have stuff. Have what you need, have comfort, have a nice meal every day, you know. But don't be fooled by this whole idea that these things are the most important things in life, because they really are not. They help a lot, yeah. And they may take you some places and do a lot of good things for you. But trust me when I say you don't know the story. None of us do. So just because someone has a lot of things doesn't mean that they got their shit together, so to speak, if you get what I'm saying. And this is really all I wanted to talk about today, my friends. You know, just, oh, the birds are going nuts out there today. Just have a little bit of courage to do something different for a change. Especially if you're having ideas coming up and something in your mind is telling you, well, maybe I should do this, maybe I should that. Maybe you should listen to yourself more often. How about that? Because that's something that we really, truly, rarely ever do. And I'm speaking generally here. Obviously, there's people that, they're different and they will do whatever they feel like doing it. But what I'm trying to say is that more people should do these things in their lives, because not only is it exciting, it's fun, it feels different. And to me, that's enough of a reason to do these things. I don't know about you. You should find your own reasons, right? Whatever they are. So go do something, whatever it is that you want to do different. And, don't give up before you even try it, because you never know what would happen if you actually tried it, right? So if you like the content, like, share, subscribe, and all that good stuff. I really appreciate each and every single one of you. And I will catch you all next time. Be safe. Take care.